Hey family, it's Tasha MAMABEAR Prepping. So as you can see, I'm in the dining room today. I want you to get your drink, pull up. We're going to have a conversation, right? This is going to be a discussion video. And I want to just discuss some stuff that's happening kind of with me, with subscribers, with our community, and talk you through that, right? Discuss it. And I hope that you in the chat today will be speaking your mind as well about how you're feeling and use this as an opportunity to connect with each other. So we are being conditioned, right? Just like the thumbnail said, right? We are being conditioned as a world, as a society, in so many things, in news, through TV, through movies, through technology, through ads, through the internet, through schools, through politics, just so many platforms and areas in our lives that are inundated with control, with an ideology, with a, think like this is happening, change, adapt to this way, condition us to a certain level of stuff. Now, I could get really heavy into like the Great Reset and how this all plays into everything, but I want to keep this much simpler, right? I want to just keep this to how does a person prepare for the emotions that we're going through right now, trying to understand and navigate through this world where we're clearly being conditioned to act a certain way, think a certain way, do a certain way, right? And we saw that even with just what happened the last 2 years, right? And how that went down. We are being conditioned to do certain things and be expected to do certain things, right? And if you're not, you're going to be outcasted. You're going to not be part of this, whatever it is, right? And I think that when you're a person like me, empathetic, thinking and a critical thinker, seeing the things that are happening around you, able to research, able to kind of see those things and understand them and want to discuss them and want to learn about them and are curious, right, about people and what's happening. And you have this, thing inside you that tells you an urgency, prepare, get your family ready, wherever that comes from, right? I think that it hits us a different way. And right now, myself, subscribers, maybe even you, going through different emotions that we're maybe not used to because we're trying to navigate both of these worlds that are colliding, right? Lately, I've been feeling a lot of doubt, doubt in myself, doubt in what I'm doing, doubt in direction. I've felt laziness. I've felt like not important. And I don't say these things, please don't take this as like, oh, signs, suicidal, no, right? I'm not depressed. I'm not down, but I'm feeling emotions, negative emotions, feeling overwhelmed, but not even overwhelmed. Maybe some of that is anxiety. Maybe some of it is stress, seeing the things that are happening around us. Maybe it's tired of doing this, tired of preparing, tired of talking about preparing, tired of just all of it, tired of seeing it on the news, watching it around us, being conditioned. I'm tired of all of it, right? You can't even watch a commercial without ensuring that there's all these inclusions in it, right? It can't just be a commercial about tampons. It has to be a commercial about tampons that has, all inclusion that you could possibly fit in this little commercial. And it's like, why can't it just be about the tampon, how durable it is? Am I gonna leak? Like, why can't it just be simply that? Why does it have to change? Why are we being conditioned to accept certain things that maybe we do not want to accept, right? Or maybe we do accept, but we just don't really need it in our face, right? it's forceful, and the world around us, it's hard. It's getting harder to navigate and harder to adapt, right? And so I want to give you some help. I want to give you some things that are helpful to me, and I think that are going to be helpful to our community, our type of people, right? And again, I hope I'm not getting judged because I use these terms loosely. Our people, right? A lot of people will see that and think, oh, she means this type of people. She means Christians, or she means Black people, or she means women, or she means, right? And why does it have to be that? Why can't it just be you and I are kind of seeing eye to eye on some stuff? We're kind of the same mindset, or you wouldn't be here, okay? You're at least here because you're interested, okay, at a minimum. Why does it have to be more than that, okay? So our people, a mother, somebody who wants to prepare, that is paying attention, that has your own points of view, okay? Things that I do. I wrote down 8 things, right? Because I have subscribers that are feeling down and out, not themselves. And I can relate to that because things are getting harder. Things are getting harder physically for people, emotionally for people, financially for people. And we've got to come together and figure out, how do we heal ourselves? How do we condition ourselves? Let's not be conditioned by other people, right? Them. And let's start doing stuff for ourselves. So some stuff I said, connect to joy. Find the thing and remember the thing that brought you joy in your life. That could be church, that could be friendships, that could be a hobby, right? You like to sew, quilt. That could be things you like to go out and about in the world and do, right? What makes you happy in life, and find that and do it, right? Maybe there's a hobby that you used to do all the time that you've kind of put to the side because you've been so manic about prepping and preparing, right? But you can't forget about yourself. You can't forget about self-love, the things that made you happy. If it was getting your hair done, if it was getting your nails done, do that, baby. If you can still afford that, do that. And do not apologize for that. Do not apologize for wanting some joy in your life, for wanting self-love. You need that. We're going to need that to mentally get through what we're going to get through. All these things that I'm going to talk about today are to help you build ourselves up, mind, body, soul, right? Physically, mentally, spiritually. We have got to get ready. Some people right now, I have subscribers who are deep in despair that they are feeling for other people. Empathetic. They're not even sad and scared for themselves. They're scared about the prospect of other people hurting and suffering, right? That's heavy, okay? And you've got to and I know it sounds weird, like, well, if I'm feeling that way, why would I concentrate on myself? You've got to, okay? You've got to take care of yourself. So self-love, find that joy, go back to the things that made you happy and do that. Do that one thing, that one hobby, whatever it was, get it, do it, buy it, do it, okay? Because there's a lot of crazy emotions going on and things happening to us, and it's very easy to just be like, well, that's the devil, right? And you can pray about it. But there's stuff that you have control of, right? So control it and get it going. Second thing I have is find your people, right? That's finding other like-minded people. I have my membership, right? We have our membership here on the channel. Those members, once you become a member, I post a Discord link, and I have a Discord that's just for my members. And in that Discord, we have all types of rooms, but we have a room of, where are you from? And I encourage folks to say where you're from, what state you're in, and hopefully making connections of like-minded people, even if it's people that are online. But find your people. Find people like you. Find people that are into hobbies that you're into the things. It could be a prepper group, some kind of survival group. It could be church. It could be the folks that you plan on doing this with, right? Your actual SHTF tribe. It could be family members. Whatever it is, find your people, right? I've said this before. Hubby is amazing at talking. Everybody talks to him. He connects, people just gravitate towards him, right? And that works well for us because I'm not that way, right? I say no to a lot of things because I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to engage in people, with people. People all the time, you're super, super engaging and you're so social. And, my job in the military was that. I was forced to be around people and help people every single day. And I was good at it. And I am good at it. However, it doesn't mean that I necessarily want to do it, okay? Or that I enjoy it, okay? I am an introvert in many, many ways, okay? But find your people, okay, and connect with them, all right? Number 3 thing I have is get physically fit. When you get physically fit, you mentally start to feel better. I'm not talking about surface of like, ooh, you start to get some shape to your body and you start to get toned and you just, ooh, I'm feeling sexy. Yeah, that's a little bit of it. But mentally, you are healing your body by keeping it physical, by keeping those bones and muscles and everything moving, okay? So as simple as walking in the evenings is huge, okay? You know how you see all them old people walking all around the neighborhood and stuff? Like, get out and do that, okay? 1, you might meet some people, but 2, staying physical, right? You're giving up the garden, you're getting older. Try to continue to do what you can do, right? If you can't do some huge garden, don't do that, right? Don't do that. But maybe it's a smaller patio garden. Maybe it's an indoor garden. Maybe it's not that at all. And it's just, okay, I'm getting too old. I can't do all this, but I'm going to keep houseplants so that I'm able to walk around the house, right? Throughout the week, because those plants have to be watered, right? Whatever it is, getting up, being physical, get outside the house, doing errands, doing something, take the kids to the park, go on a hike, Google the local place to go hiking, go for a nice walk or a nice hike, go to a dog park, go be active. Okay, this isn't necessarily get to the gym and get your gains in, baby, right? Lift your weights. It's not necessarily that, but if that's your thing, then do that, right? We've got to get moving, stay moving, get physical. This could be taking your defensive tools and going to a range and just practicing, right? This could be smaller things. It just doesn't have to be get a gym membership and you better be in that gym. Think about what you enjoy. We enjoy sauna. Hot Works is this place that's in several different locations where it's sauna rooms. And so it's different classes, but it's in the sauna. Love that place, right? So just think about what it is that makes you happy, right? Don't force yourself to do something you hate. Do the stuff that you love, but be physical, okay? Number 4 thing I have is learn to heal yourself. I say they loosely, but they don't want us to heal ourselves. There is a lot of money and a lot of jobs, a lot of everything involved in big pharma, okay? It is what it is. And don't get it twisted. I'm not some kind of like earthy hippie head where it only has to be holistic and we don't get, I'm a pill head, okay? I prep meds, I have meds, I take meds. I'm a believer in meds, and I understand that there's certain medical concerns, medical issues that, thank God, we're advanced in medicine and able to handle those bigger, medical concerns and issues, right? That where people would die without this stuff. However, I am a firm believer that there is holistic options. There's natural remedies, that food plays a deal with our health, that diet plays a part. All this stuff matters, right? So learning to heal your stuff, figuring out the simple things that you do take over-the-counter stuff for, and give yourself options, okay? I like getting the over-the-counter options, let's say for headaches, but I also want to know holistically what plants are in my yard, what have I grown, do I have seeds for a certain plant, what could I make a tea or a tincture out of to handle a headache. I want to know and have options. And I want to know what those holistic options are, okay? Those natural remedies, in case we get to a point where that's all we have. We have to depend on that knowledge, and we have to depend on that, okay? And so I want to know that. So start learning the little things of how to heal yourself. It could be something as simple as an upset stomach. What's something holistic that I could do for an upset stomach? Start small. Start researching. Knowledge is power. Start teaching yourself. You don't have to be a doctor to Google and research and learn and get a book and start reading, right? And there's so much stuff out here that you literally could get a book, teach yourself, okay, you don't understand it. Okay, now go look at a ton of videos, a ton of research, a ton of papers, whatever it is, supporting documents to make you understand what it is you're trying to understand, right? There's just so much out there. Next thing I have is 5 is we really, and this is a big one for me because we eat fast food, but we've got to stop the fast food and we've got to stop the pre-made stuff. It's not good for us. It's not good for our bodies. It's not good for your health. For all we know right now, the way we're feeling is from the food and from the water. And so you've got to get smart on food. Clean food, just food ingredients, raw ingredients that you then put together and make a delicious meal out. We've got to get back to that. Now, I'm not saying stop doing, supporting small business. Go to those restaurants that they're making food and get that stuff. But we've got to try to get away from the pre-made stuff. First of all, our children these days don't even know how to cook, right? And it comes from the society that we're going towards, where everything is given to us, done for us, made for us. And if we get back to the basics of ingredients, raw ingredients, and learning how to cook with those and put a meal together, that is going to benefit us health-wise, but also our children as far as skills and knowing how to do certain things, okay? Next thing I have, number 6, is build your relationship with God. That should have been first, and that's just continuing to be strong in your relationship with God. Whether that's talking to Him more, praying to Him more, fellowship more. That's what I'm bad about, right? Church. I don't like being around people. I don't like things that happen in some churches, right? And so I choose to keep that separate. But I know and understand that I do need more, right? Fellowship is good. Like-minded people, that is good. That is healthy for us, okay? So building that relationship and expanding it, right? So that you can be spiritually as healthy as possible, okay? Number 7 thing is finding community. So, getting out in your community and doing something good, getting to know some people. This is a way to find like-minded people as well, right? Look in Google and see what's the local preparedness chapters, different organizations that are out there that are local in your county, in your city, right? Volunteering at women's shelters or food banks, right? Getting out there and doing classes, learning, maybe it's a survival class, maybe it's a building class at Lowe's, right? It's something where you're getting out there and you're getting out in the community, right? Maybe it is the politics aspect of it, right? Maybe it is rallies and stuff, right? But getting out in your community and being a part of that matters, okay? And that matters for overall health. And then the last thing I have is 8 is finding your inspiration and your motivation. So like when, YouTube is not my only thing, you guys, right? I own MAMABEAR Prepping LLC. It's a brand, it's a business. And anytime I want to be motivated with my business, I go to this guy called Gary V, and I'll go and I'll look at his content because he just has a way of slap you in your face type of motivation and inspiration. And at my age and my personality, I really resonate with the way he delivers his messages of inspiration and motivation. I just do. I really, really like him. But finding motivation. Patera, right? I don't watch all her videos, but once in a while I watch a video where I really resonate with what she's saying as a woman, as a mother. The other day she did that for me. She touched me with the words she was saying in the roles of a woman, right? And how we're holding it down, and we have to, and we can't be the one that lays down. We can't be the one that takes a break. We can't. And maybe that's where these extra emotions are coming in, because our bodies are like, what is going on, man? You're not a superwoman, okay? But at the end of the day, I am a woman. I am a beast, right? I am the one that gets it done. And I have to continue to be that person, right? I have to continue to be that strong person. If I do these other things and I heal myself overall, and I ensure that I stay strong physically and mentally and spiritually, I'm a beast. You can't stop me, right? There's nothing that I can't do, right? And so I would say, wherever you have to glean, this energy from, this good energy to turn around how we're feeling right now, we need to do it, okay? Because we deserve that, right? So I hope you guys have been having a great conversation in the comments below. Again, I don't expect this video to blow up, right? A lot of people don't like these discussions where we're just discussing stuff. But it's time that we condition ourselves, right? And we don't just roll over to all this conditioning that is happening around us every single day, right? And remember, this is happening to our children, to our kids, right? They are being conditioned as well. Society is. And you have people who are not paying attention, whether they choose to not pay attention, or those that just simply don't see at all. They're totally blind. They don't understand anything in life in general yet, right? They're just living their best life. And I'm not exactly opposed to living your best life, but it's not actually the best way to be if if you can live your best life but still be paying attention with what's happening around you in the world, so that you can be ready, so you can prepare. That's the perfect balance, right? I don't know. Hopefully you guys will share this video out to somebody who you feel maybe will resonate with the words, or needs to be uplifted, or needs some ideas to be uplifted and to get stronger, right? Hopefully this will do it for them. So I hope you guys have a blessed day. I hope you have a blessed weekend. We are picking up our coop today, so we're going to be getting that set up. So super excited. And I'll talk to you and see you guys on the video tomorrow. Take care. Bye.